Hello, my high priestess Key family. This is Key in the place to be. Okay, so I just came to do a quick moon phase reading with you guys because today is, and I had got like myself together and relaxed. Okay, so hence why I look like this, but just excuse me. Okay, but today is the last quarter moon phase. Okay, in the last quarter moon phase, you guys know the last quarter is all about spiritual growth, things ending, as I had talked to you guys about in the main gibbous waning energy, right? But this also goes back to energy around family and around marriage, right? Around those type things. Today is a good day in reference of putting energy towards making money, also in your health, eating healthy, exercising, starting a new health plan, maybe even with the family, right? And also a good day for fertility. All right. The last quarter normally doesn't last that long. I want to say like a day cycle, right? So today is the day up until like tomorrow. Then we'll be moving into the next waning. I think it's the crescent waning, right? And today is a good thing to utilize your black kyanite, which I have one that I always wear around my neck. Rhodonite, tourmaline quartz. So any of your quartz, right? And to utilize lavender today is a good energy, is good to use for the energy now. But let's pull a message. I'm gonna pull a message from the ancestor cards. I don't want this to be long at all. I just because the last quarter doesn't last that long. So this message is just for when you see it, if you do see it. And let's see what the ancestors say in reference of the message for the last quarter moon. All right, last quarter moon ancestors, last quarter moon energy that is here today for the collective and I. What is with the last quarter moon message? Last quarter moon message, ancestors. Ashe. Ancestors say, work with your energy. You are God body. So work with your spiritual essence, your spiritual abilities. Because right now, and we are in a low vibrational energy state, and Saturn is very prone. I know Saturn is definitely coming around the mountain of being conjunct with Neptune, and I'm going to do a video on that probably tomorrow. But this energy of low is all about sacrifices, is all about you tapping in with self, right? But that Saturn energy with it is about, things being a little low vibrational, but with that low, right? Low in Saturn. But us utilizing our spiritual gifts to shift that energy in reference of bringing others together. The Saturn energy is about nations coming together. It's also about United Nations. It's about money. It's about earnings and so forth. So some of you may feel like a restriction right now, or maybe even money coming in some way, and you having to make some type of decision about some type of finances, because it's all about your informed decisions and your intuition. I think I talked about this on the Gibbon Waning, which is pretty much the same energy. Don't fall into feeling regretful and sorrows and depression and all that kind of stuff. Turn that energy around and raise your vibrations. Come out of this energy that you could start to feel, because what we implement right now is going to affect your future. This could be very prominent for my Aquarius and my Aries, okay? But everyone who has spiritual gifts and know your power, is now time that you tap in and utilize your spiritual gifts and to shift this low vibrational energy to change your living conditions, your lifespan, however it is that whatever you want to change in your life, is now time for you to sacrifice some things and come out of this type of energy with Saturn. But with Saturn being connected to conjunct with Neptune coming up soon, which Saturn right now is in Pisces, so also Pisces, okay? um it's definitely about being positive, right? And your beliefs and things like that. The law of attraction, what you attract to yourself now, will be something that you'll have to sit with for your future. Okay, so also some things that you have caused will come into effect in this season as well, whether it's something financial, whether there's some type of emotional connection or situation that is about, you know, raising your vibration out of an emotional unstable state. Okay, so that's another thing I'm feeling. Definitely energy here in reference of father. You may have some situations going on with the father, but there also could be some type mother and father, put it like that. Um, and it definitely could be some type of energy where it's like a change in a family situation. And for some of you, this is connected to the water element. We could see some things that come up around now, or you may be dealing with some things around the water element. And also that energy goes back into ancestors telling the collective to cleanse. So today is a good day of cleansing, because that's what you do with water, and it could be a very emotional day. So that's where the sorrows and the regretting things and the depression and the anxiety and feeling some type of way could come into play. Do your shadow work, okay? Coming off of that full moon, but going into a new moon. So, you know, with the new moon, you want to um, raise your vibration, because that's when you want to usher in things as well, um, and to work on self, okay? So this is the message here, making informed decisions, listening to your intuition and your discernment. That was one of the main messages we got today, and on the full morning message, all right? But also tapping in, because you got a body. You know what I'm saying? You got that non-ether energy, the ancestors. This is my ancestor card that tells about spiritual gifts and a spiritual being that you guys are. If you're watching me anyway, I know you are, right? So use those gifts, utilize those gifts. They're highlighted right now, the ancestors is saying, and utilize this planetary energy, especially this Saturn and this low. We got to come out of that, because it's dependent on our future, which is going back to Oberon. All right. So please shift that energy. All right. Much love to you. I will see you guys soon. Peace. This is High Priestess Key. Peace, family.